This, ladies and gentlemen, is the chained key puzzle and not the keychain puzzle. Although, could be a keychain, pretty heavy. Check that out. This is by Waier Creations. It's a sequential discovery puzzle. Picked this up recently and I was quite excited. Now, although this portion is 3D printed, there's a lot of little metal gadgets and bolts and nuts and screws attached to this, which is pretty cool. So without any further ado, let's start opening it. Now, it'd be all too easy if that came out, which it doesn't. What's this here? Okay, we have this. This actually might be a little tool. So I'm thinking we take that out, perhaps, because it looks like it might fit right in there, actually. We also have this. This looks like it unscrews, and it does. Okay. So that unscrews. Aha. This also comes undone. So we've got these two pieces. We have this. I feel like I can just unscrew that with my finger. I'm guessing I could have used this as well. No, that's too small. Oh, I can just do that. Okay. So that also comes undone. Hope it doesn't come out of there. It's kind of stuck in there, isn't it? Let's see. Okay. And then there's this. So everything's just coming apart here. And here we are. Okay, so we've taken all three of these screws out. We've got this little nut over here. Now we'll figure out what to do. First of all, I'm not sure if there's any magnets in here. Also not sure what that would do. The thing about these ones, especially this one and this one, it seems like they aren't attached to anything on the inside. So I think these were mainly for storage, if that makes sense. Like it was a place to store these, because otherwise they're not attached to anything. This one maybe. There is a rod on the inside of that. You see that there. Now, this one had this one in it, so maybe by screwing this one it does something different. Okay. I believe this key isn't turning due to this here. Because as soon as I begin to turn the key, we have a slight movement on this piece on the inside. So, okay, and there's also that. I didn't notice that, actually. Down here. Okay. Let me take this off here, because I do think that this might help us in some way. There's a reason for this to be there. I'm proud to say that this video is sponsored by Factor. I'll be honest, I was never the type of guy to like sign up to any of these things, but trying their food has completely changed my mind on this. You can customize your own meals every week. They've got like 35 choices to choose from, plus like 60 add-ons. And if that's not enough, you can have breakfast, you can have smoothies and snacks. Skip the grocery store, skip the takeout, skip the prep work. Get chef-crafted, dietitian-approved meals delivered right to your door. I mean, it's just no hassle for me. They show up, I put them in the fridge, I don't think about having to make lunch, having to order lunch, or anything like that. And as a bonus, I'm gonna read this, because this is really cool, and it's not something I was gonna talk about, but I didn't know this. But Factor offsets 100% of delivery emissions and sources 100% renewable electricity for their production sites and offices. That's definitely something I can get behind. So head to factor75.com or click the link in my description and use code Ramsay50 to get 50% off your first Factor box and 20% off your next month of orders. That's code Ramsay50 at factor75.com to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month of orders. We'll consider this a tool. And where does this tool fit? Naturally, it can fit here. But also I think it might fit there. And, aha, I've seen something like this before, a mechanism that was like this. So I'd place this in here, And that might give me a tool to reach that down there, actually. Let's see if this works. Okay. Oh, interesting. It does seem to work. That screw on the inside kind of looks like it's just spinning and nothing's happening to it while it's spinning, so. Although it does fit in there, nothing really is coming from it. Interesting. Okay. Got a lot of hardware here. A lot of stuff. Enough things to make a tool with? Definitely. What the tool is used for? I don't know. How about this? Is this anything? No. Just to be sure, I'm going to try and move this because I can see some letters written on that. So I just want to make sure that the orientation of that doesn't change. So if I create this tool again, okay, the word "the" is like top right, so we'll try to get that moving. We'll do that just a little bit. And indeed, now it's elsewhere. So that nut that's there, or that screw, or whatever that is, seems to just be turning indefinitely without anything. Now, maybe there's something that I have to do to stop it from turning, because right now it's kind of just, yeah, it's kind of just like turning indefinitely. What if this? Well, no, because I can't screw it in further than that. I thought maybe, so this end of it here has like a line, kind of like where a screwdriver would go through. However, we don't have a screwdriver. So what is this line for? Now, if you look in here, there is a tiny rod. Maybe just enough for this to fit on somehow. But then I would need to fashion some type of tool to get it down there far enough, right? I'm thinking. Maybe. I don't know. Is this far-fetched of an idea? Whoa, there we go. I don't know if that'll be enough, though. I don't think that'll be enough. We can try. Okay. No. All right, let's get that out of there. Okay, so maybe, or maybe this one, actually. That's the thing, they kind of all fit everywhere, right? So I guess we just try. Okay, that is tightly in there now. That doesn't move still. Does this now lock into place? Maybe that was just enough to get this one to stop rotating. Let's try it out. The answer is no. That is maybe a little longer than that. It is just as long as that. Yeah, so nothing's really getting into this hole deep enough to affect that rod, I think. These are all pretty equal. They are. Okay, they're all pretty equal. So, and then there's this part as well. There's this little thing maybe we got to push in somehow. Don't have a tool small enough for that either. Okay. This is the only thing that really eludes me right now because there is no screwdriver. And I do see inside here a rod that is small enough for this. I don't know if that's small enough for that. Oh, maybe I can use this. I don't know if that'll be enough. Okay, so getting that in, it does touch the end of that. So now that that's stopped, maybe now I can use my tool. I feel like that's getting looser. Oh, what if I can extend this tool to make a mega tool? Actually, this might be pretty brilliant. Dang, look at that. Look at that mega tool. Now we get in there. Are we screwing? Are we unscrewing? What are we doing here? I feel like it's just turning, nothing's happening. Maybe this bolt has to come out. Or this one's not far enough in. That's back out if I do this. And that's in. Ow. Maybe this one actually has to go in the other way because of that little line. It's got to hold that little... I'm thinking this screw here might have to go in the other way, but that's the way it started. That's why it's weird. So that it can kind of hook on to that little bar that's in there, maybe. Oh man, that's really stuck in there now. So you do not go in there. You go in this way. Because you started this way. Now you go in this way. Okay. I'm starting to doubt this whole thing. Was this screwed in like this or the other way when I started? I have no idea. This definitely is the key for this. 100%. I feel like that's loose. Come on. I'm trying to see if there's a thread maybe in there, but it doesn't seem like it. So one screw was here, one screw was here, and then one screw was here. Right. Now this one on the bottom is the one that needs to come off, clearly. So how do we do that? How do we get this one off? Because right now it's kind of spinning and it's not attached to anything. That's the problem. Once I get this little screw in here to stop moving, I think that's when I'll be able to unscrew it. But right now it's kind of moving. So is it this? Something I gotta place into there? Maybe just a light touch. Oh, is that working? Why do I feel like that's working? I think that's working. Ooh, I think it's working. Nice. It's definitely coming out now. Okay, so there's a bit of a gravity play here where you have to let the screw sort of fall down so that you can unscrew it. Otherwise, if you press it and try to unscrew it, it's just rotating. Okay, so now we got another bolt in there. Oh, is that where this one comes in? Can I do that? Can I now make another tool? This is cool. So I'm going to take this screw, which was in here essentially, and I'm going to thread it here because on the inside it looks like there's a thread that can fit this, which I'll be able to do. Oh, look at this. Whatever this was is now gone. Hold on. Oh. So what that did is kind of pulled it down. But right now it's snapped back up, so I'm not sure what happened here. Aha! And now we can unlock it. Whoa. Okay, pretty cool. A lot going on here, holy cow. And this thing is now stuck. You gotta watch with this puzzle not to over tighten things because they will get stuck. And it's not what you... Ain't always easy to get them out. Okay. So I did need an external tool to, I had a pair of pliers to get this off because this was way too stuck. But there you go. That is the internal mechanism. Let's try and put this back together the way it was. First things first. The shaft, or the key, rather. And the key is just spinning. Okay, right. So if it goes here, it doesn't come out. Got it. There's a specific orientation to where the shaft has to go in. It does end up getting stuck. Now, it seems like this side of that barrel is a little bit more narrow. It would seem like this has to go in, my bad, like this. This seems to fit that key there, but we now have to figure out how to get that in. Okay. Well, I gotta be careful now, because that'll get stuck. Or is it the piece that's supposed to get stuck? Let's try to just push it up there without screwing and losing all our progress. Yes. Okay, that's in there. Good to go. Now this, right, which is attached to this, and that is attached to this tool here. I tell you, this thing isn't that easy. Now, but we want to screw, but we want to get it in there nice and gently. There it goes. It's going up in there. All right, stuck up there. Perfect. Now, this key is locked, thank goodness. All right, we'll put back on the ring. I think I just don't understand key rings. Like, why I'm so bad at them. We've got to be one of the worst inventions in the world. All right, there we go. We're good, right? That's in there? Yes, okay. That, I think, is here. Boom. This, boom, and this. Oh, is that what that's for? I think the key ring was actually to, I think this might have been this way, and then you take the key ring to remove it like that. I think that's, so instead of using your fingers like I did, instead of doing this exact thing here. Boom, and now we are reset back to the beginning. Okay, fun, I would say like 7 to 10, pretty fun, 7.5. Nice sequential discovery puzzle. I like that it's not too difficult. However, there were like twice that I got scared that I would ruin the puzzle just from putting things in where they didn't belong that I didn't know, and or over tightening things. There was no way to like untighten them, loosen them up. So aside from that, I thought it was really fun, really cool, clever mechanisms, and aesthetically, I really like the look of this puzzle. I think this is a cool puzzle you can just rock in your pocket, and you know, if you're at a restaurant waiting for food, you bust this out, throw that on the table, and be like, yo, okay, whoever solves this, drinks on me, you know. I think that's a pretty cool thing to do. Let me know what you guys thought of the puzzle. Leave a comment below, like this video, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.